Hello guys, welcome back to another lecture in this course. In this video, we shall be looking into nested statements with Python. So a nested statement is a statement that is contained within another statement. For example, an if statement. An if statement can contain another if statement inside another if statement. And also sometimes nested statements can be an if statement containing a loop, either a while or a for. But in most cases, nested statements are used to control the flow of the execution of a program. They are very useful in machine learning and artificial intelligence, especially when we are having a complex structure or a complex program that we need to create. And that program is depending only on decision making. When a certain condition is met, then the execution will be happening. Most advantages of using or most benefits of using a nested statement is that it allows you to check multiple conditions and take different actions depending on the result. They allow you to nest the loops within the loops. You can put a loop inside another loop until a certain condition is met, and which can be helpful for processing data in a hierarchical way. And they can make your code more effective and precise and easier to read. But the disadvantage for using a nested statement is that they can make your code more complex and even difficult to understand or to trace what was happening. That's why sometimes commenting is very important when you are using nested statements or when your program structure is much complex. Sometimes the loop structure might even delay the execution of your program, because the program has to run through structures of conditions until a certain condition is met. That's when the execution will take place. However, in machine learning and in artificial intelligence, decision making is very important to automate most of our tasks. In this lecture, we are going to take a look into a simple program that we use in our day-to-day life. After making a call, after calling someone, you might receive a message saying, please recharge, you have insufficient balance to continue calling, please recharge your phone or recharge your SIM. So either you can go to the supermarket or to the vendor alongside the street and buy a voucher to recharge your SIM, or you can buy a voucher using your credit card. So you have only two options. Either you go to the marketplace or you buy using your credit card. So to recharge your phone, first thing that we do after dialing the code for us to access the main menu, we normally received with a welcome note. So let us design that program which helps users to recharge their phone. So let us start by printing the welcome note for the users. So let us say print welcome to the main menu. So this is a welcome note for the one who want to buy voucher. When you want to buy a voucher, this is the first message that you see, a welcome note. Then let's say print, please select one of the following. Please select one of the following. Let us print another message. Let's say for assistance in English. For assistance in English, press 1. For French, press 2. So this is what you see if you want to buy voucher using your mobile phone. You see these options. Now, the question is, you have to select the number. So for users to select the number or to select an option, we are going to prompt the user to select the option they want to choose. So we are going to use integers. So input here. So this input function, the user will enter the integer for the option they desire to choose, either English or French. But now we need to put two variables. Either you go to the market and buy the voucher, or you are going to use your credit card. So let's say you go to the market and buy a voucher. So you are going to use a SIM voucher that you have put in your SIM card. Let us call this variable SIM voucher. Let us say you buy for $3. And let's create another variable. Let's call it credit card balance. So in your credit card balance, you're having $50 or $100. You can put any amount that you want. Now we need to create some conditions. If the user selects option 1 for English, then let us print select. Let us just start by saying option 1, the user wants to buy internet bundle, or the user want to buy voice call bundle. So the user has to select this option. After selecting English, this is what comes up. Then we need to prompt the user to select the option. So we are going to let him put an integer. So input function here. Now what we need to do, if the user select option 1 for internet bundle, then we have to say user is equals to 1. If the user select option 1, then we're going to print the amount of the data, the internet bundles. Let us start with the first option. Let's say $2 is equals to 1154 MBs. Let us say this daily. This is a daily bundle. And let us give the user option 2, the second option 2 for $5. And for $5, let's say 7,000 MBs. 7,000 MBs. This is for a weekly bundle. So we need to prompt the user so that the user will be able to select this option. So we are going to put an integer input function here for the user to put the value. So the user again is going to select option 1 statement if. So here we should put if statement here. If user select option 1, this will happen. And also here, if user is equals to option 1. So if user select option 1 for $2, we have to determine the amount. So amount is equals to $2 for option 1. So if the amount is $2 for option 1, then the user has to select the way they want to pay this voucher. We have to give the user an option, either to pay using the voucher they bought from the supermarket or the vendors, or using a credit card. So we need to prompt the user some options. So let's say print option 1, paying via SIM card, just like that, paying via SIM card. Or let's say print another option, second option, which is option 2, paying via credit card. These are the options. So the user has to select it. So you have to prompt the user to select the option. User equals to integer input. So the user will select one of the following options. After selecting the option, we need to put another if statement. So this is what we call a nested statement. We are putting if statement inside another if statement. Now we are putting the if statement of the user select option 1 here. If user is equals to 1, then we should deduct if the user, it means if the user selects option 1 to pay via SIM card, and the SIM card or the SIM voucher here is having $3. So we should deduct the amount from the voucher which has been bought from the supermarket, which is in the SIM card. We have to deduct this amount here. So what we need to do on our code now, so we are going to put another if statement here. If amount is greater than 0, then if the amount is greater than 0, we need to put another if statement here. So if SIM voucher, this SIM voucher here, SIM voucher is greater or equal to this amount, and this amount is the amount which we have put here, in which the user selected. Because option 1 is amount which is $2. So we are going to put amount here. Then we have to say remaining is equal to sim voucher minus amount. Print. So we are telling the user that you have successfully bought a voucher. So let us say you have successfully bought 1154 MB daily. Your balance is, so your balance, now we are putting the balance here, let's say comma, and let us put our remaining balance, this variable that we have put here. So this is our remaining balance. But what if there is nothing, there is a 0 there, the condition is not met? So it means we have to come on this block. We should put an else statement here. We should put an else statement here. Else, we have to print if we calculate here and found out that the sim voucher here, the sim voucher is not enough. The amount that you are having is not enough to buy this voucher. Then we have to print insufficient balance. Insufficient balance. Or else, if the amount is negative, we have to put also another else statement that we don't accept negative numbers. So print amount must be positive. This is the conditions that we are having with regard to this option, option 1. But what if the user select option 2 here? What if the user select option 2? We have to go on this if statement and move on the same block like this. We have to move on the same block like this. Then we put elif statement, elif user is equal to 2. The code will run this first statement and check. If it is option 2, then the code has to come to option 2. And on option 2, it means the user has to put a PIN number because it is via bank. Let us make users put PIN numbers. So print, enter your PIN. So the users will put their PIN. After putting a PIN number there, we are going to make sure, let us prompt the user to enter the PIN, integer, input function here. So after the users, they entered the PIN, we need to calculate if the amount is greater than 0, then we have to check now if the credit card, if the credit underscore card underscore balance is having money. We have to actually check if the credit card is greater or equal to amount. We have to calculate the remaining is equals to credit underscore card underscore balance minus our amount. And the amount, this is the amount which is $2 here. Now we print this statement. We print this statement here. So let's say, let us just copy this statement. Control C to copy, and let us paste it here. We print this statement. What if the condition is not met? there is no enough money in the bank account. We should do print insufficient balance. So you have to write else statement on the same block here, then you write else, then you print, you copy this, then you print it here so that you get insufficient balance. That's what the user will get if the credit card has not enough money. But what if the number obtained here is negative on this if statement block? Then we have to put another else statement here so that we print this statement also. So we just copy here and paste again here. So this is for the first condition and the second condition for this option right here. But what if the user select option 2 here? What if the user selects option 2? It means that we have to make sure that we meet the condition. So if the user selected the option number 2, if the user select this option here of $5 voucher, we have to go on this if statement, the if statement block, then we go down here, then we type elif user is equal to 2. Then if user is equal to 2, then it means the amount is now different. Amount is equal to 5. And that's the only difference here. And the rest, we can just copy this or this. We can just copy all this starting from, we can just copy all starting from this print statement going below up to here. It is the same code, same line of code, but the only difference is this statement of the amount. So let us go here and paste. So after pasting, we have to check if the if statement are all going as expected, as we can see here. Okay then, so I think after pasting this code, we can actually see that everything is going well. Let us run our code here. Okay, so welcome to the main menu. Please select one of the following. For assistant in English, press 1. So let us press 1. Internet, let us press 1 because we have not coded yet for voice call. And also we need to press 1 for daily bundle. So let us choose option number 1 again. So you have successfully bought 1154 MB daily and your balance is now $1. So because on our voucher that we bought from the supermarket is only $3. So what if you have only $1 here? Let us run our code again. Let us press option 1. Let us press 1 again. So now let us put 1 and 1. So insufficient balance, because what we did here, we have changed the amount that we are having here. The same voucher, we have changed it to 1. Let us try to check for option number 2. So let us put option number 2 here. Here option 1, internet. Now let us put 2 for $5. Okay, we are going to pay with the via SIM card. We should get insufficient balance. Yes, we are getting insufficient balance. Let us run again. Option 1, and let us go on option 1. Let us go on option 1 again. Let us try to check the condition of credit card to see if we are able to put a PIN number. Yes, let us put any random magic number there. Okay, so you have successfully bought a daily bundle. Your balance is 48 because in our credit card we had put 50. In our credit card we had put $50 there. What if in our credit card we have 0 there? Let us run and try to check option 2. 1 1, option 2, then option 2 again, pin, let us put any magic number, insufficient balance. So I think this is the hierarchy of nested statements, as you can see here. I think you can see what you can do with this code. You can either add some other options on French here, and also you can add other if statement and elif statement for voice call, because what you just need to do is just to come on this if block, then you go here on the last statement there, then you put you have to just go on the same block here, then you put your elif statement here, or you just say else print invalid option. So here this is just for if a user select this option 2. Let us run and take a look. 1, option 2, invalid option, this else statement that I've put. So I think this is all for this lesson. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.